today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
Now they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield. Baker going to throw this right away. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 132 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against them.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Mayfield.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo.
From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago.
16 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so if they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. The Browns at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right? It's hard to believe with all this production that Amari Cooper keeps changing teams, but no matter where he goes, he just continues to produce. 3 years in Oakland, traded. 3 years in Dallas, traded again, this time to the Cleveland Browns. And now with the Browns here, he produces a first down, coming up a career-best 8 touchdowns in 2021.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
From the red zone now, Watson, man open, it's Goodwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Watson. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Tossing out right here to Patterson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. He connected on his first, this from 41. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes Amari Cooper and the rest of the Cleveland offense. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Watson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Right back to Njoku. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. To the air yet again, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper. Complete. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s, that's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, and trying to erase this deficit. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. The York on now for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw again on second down. Mayfield, throw out right, taken in by Patterson. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2.
And complete to Drake London.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. From the 45 on second down, Mayfield. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The final shot before the break. Watson.
Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here are the Browns to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson on 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Watson looks to throw again. He's got the connection to Cooper.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And again, it's Chubb. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
He'll get that one to Carter complete.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, this from 39.
York able to send this one through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Finding Green complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And Chubb try the middle here. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns just continue to roll. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Patterson running between the tackles.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Here's Mayfield.
He finds his man, complete.
That's Patterson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
This is taken at about the 14. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
To throw is Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They'll try the air now with Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the red zone now, Watson.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. Here's Watson. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he'll just get rid of it. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield now.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, he bowls over him. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7, though, on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson now going to run the option right. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Watson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring them indeed with that score alone. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Browns, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.